Hello and welcome to a podcast about something where each week we dive deep into whatever it is we find interesting. I'm your host, Calvin, and joining me from the Mushroom Kingdom, it's your co-host, back from having a baby, Nick Richardson.
It's me, Nick Richardson.
Ooh.
That wasn't a very good one.
No.
But
try it again.
No, I can't
Try it
do
again.
it. Otherwise, I'll feel like it's straight dumbass.
That's why I wanted you to try again.
Nope. Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
All right, so Nick is back. He had the baby. If you haven't been keeping up with the War Get To Me episodes, which we release as bonus episodes on our regular feed, that's our Game of Thrones Season 8 rewatch. Was a Patreon exclusive. We put it on the regular feed so everybody could enjoy it. If you haven't been keeping up with those, you may have noticed that Nick was missing last episode when we talked Arrested Development. He's back.
I'm back. I'll be back. I am back. Yeah, I had a little girl. She's very happy and healthy, and I'm excited to be back.
Awesome. We are very thankful that Jay from the VCR Kids stood in for you last week, but we're back to normal now. We will do more Arrested Development with Nick and maybe even Jay. Maybe we'll do a three-way someday on Arrested Development because I think we all love Arrested Development.
Yes.
Cool. But today, it's not Arrested Development. As we alluded to, something's going on in the Mario-verse. We're talking Super Mario villains.
Yes, I'm very excited
Just
about this.
the enemies of Super Mario. This is going to be interesting. So there's a fun fact I learned because I thought this was going to be easier to prepare for than it ended up being. There are 182 total villains listed on the Super Mario Wikia.
Yeah, when you sent me that outline that said that, I was just like, what?
Including Rowdy Roddy Piper and Dennis Hopper. Which,
Yeah.
Great. We're not going to talk about either of them today, though. We're going to focus on some of the more popular ones, some of my favorites, hopefully some of Nick's favorites. Let's start right at the beginning. The big man himself, DK, Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
So most of these descriptions took right off Wikipedia, or the Mario Wiki. If you want to go look them up, you can look them up, but I'm going to give them to you too. They call him Cranky Kong in this description, so I guess that's who he started out as. Cranky Kong's first appearance as the original Donkey Kong is in the arcade game of the same name, Donkey Kong obviously. After being mistreated by Mario, back then known as Jumpman, fun fact, he kidnaps Mario's girlfriend Pauline, not Princess Peach, so Mario gets around a bit. Takes her to a construction site, and then Mario must climb up to the top of the construction site and save Pauline from the giant ape. Eventually, after Mario reaches the top, he causes the bars to fall down, causing Donkey Kong to fall and crash at the same time. So that's Donkey Kong. Yeah.
So that's why we have Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. They saw that game and were like, fuck this, we're taking over. We're not letting this plumber beat us. That's my girlfriend, damn it. His first appearance is in the Donkey Kong arcade game. Mario has a tendency to get his girlfriends just stolen from under him.
Yeah, he's a little bitch.
So a fun thing that we thought we would do with each villain is give them a difficulty rank of how hard they were to beat in their respective games. My difficulty rank for Donkey Kong was an 8 out of 10. So 1 through 10, 10 being the hardest, 1 being like a mosquito. I guess that's something easy. So I gave Donkey Kong an 8. What did you give Donkey Kong?
I gave Donkey Kong a 6.
Wow, you must be really good at Donkey Kong.
I'm not very good at Donkey Kong, but I am pretty good at Mario. So if he's my enemy, he will be defeated.
All right. Your favorite version or location that Donkey Kong appears in? What do you got for that?
Donkey Kong Land for the Game Boy.
Ooh.
I'm sure everyone remembers that old yellow cartridge that everybody had. That was my first Donkey Kong experience, and I loved it.
Yeah, I like Donkey Kong Country. I didn't have a Super Nintendo, but one of my friends did. Anytime I'd go over there, I had a save file on his Super Nintendo, so I'd just try and get all the way through Donkey Kong Country. And then I did eventually, when I was 16, I got a Game Boy Advance, and I got the original port of Donkey Kong Country for the Game Boy Advance, and at some point I beat it, and was very happy that 20 years later I beat that game. So
I mean, I still haven't beat that game, so
it's not an easy one. Have you ever played the original Donkey Kong, the arcade version?
Yes, it's fucking hard.
It's fucking hard. So I have a stand-up arcade in my house with several legal adjacent games on it. Donkey Kong is one of them. I've probably made it through 3 levels tops. Now I don't have to put any quarters into this arcade, so that helps. And I can save and repeat, but even with saving and pausing and figuring out the pattern and then like just restarting where I started, I still probably maybe to the 4th level. I don't know. I haven't played in a while, but
that shit's hard, dude.
Yeah, it's tough, but it is a really good feeling when you jump over all the barrels and the fireballs and everything. You get to the top and you save Pauline. I guess I didn't know that before today. That you save her and just everything crumbles under him and he just falls. That's great.
Boom. Poor guy. Into the fire.
Do you ever use Donkey Kong in like the sports games, party games, anything like that?
No. I had a hot streak for like a week where I played him in Super Smash Bros.
I've never liked... I don't like the really big, powerful guys because they're always slow. I don't like slowness.
So slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I don't like
Not a Donkey Kong fan. I will use Diddy Kong. If Diddy Kong's available because he's fast and agile, I'll use him, but not Donkey Kong.
And he often throws bananas.
Yeah.
And that's comical.
Even in like Donkey Kong Country, I would swap to Diddy Kong if Diddy was available and just let Donkey Kong ride behind me.
I thought that was so cool that you could do that too.
Well, he'd do his cartwheel. I liked the cartwheel better than the barrel roll.
And he's cute. He's got a little hat and a t-shirt.
Yeah, you got anything else on Donkey Kong?
Nothing else on Donkey Kong.
He's an old school villain. Great Mario villain, but I think he's become something more, and he's kind of a hero in his own right now.
He's more of a hero now than anything.
Shout out Donkey Kong.
Thank you for coming to the light side, sir.
Who we got next?
We got Goombas.
Ooh.
Yes, Goombas. Everybody knows Goombas. They've all
mushroom
dealt with them. Yep, and as the description states, in the instruction manual, it is stated that the Goombas were originally a peaceful species who lived alongside the toads of the Mushroom Kingdom. Whatever happened to that? However, they at some point betrayed their neighbors and sided with the Koopa clan, assisting them in their invasion of the kingdom.
That's because the Koopa clan has more money. Like, you see all these coins around, like they wanted in on that.
Yeah, and I mean, they're so peaceful, and that's why they just move around very slowly and
they don't really want to fight
ankles.
Mario. They're just around to be a nuisance, really. I think.
Yeah, they're ankle biters.
Yeah,
they're the Chihuahua of the villains. In Mario, and their first appearance was in Super Mario Bros. For the NES.
Oh, don't call it NES. It's the NES. Come on.
The NES. I call it NES.
I don't like that.
You better step back. What would you say their difficulty rank is?
I give them a 1, but they're by far the easiest villain. Like, somebody's got to be a 1, right?
I don't know. I don't know if I have a 1 on here.
Other than the very first one in Super Mario Brothers Level 1, World 1. They're very easy. Once you know they're coming.
When you're like, whoa, what is that?
You just don't see that guy coming ever. Like, so many deaths happen because of that first Goomba and like people not knowing how to jump or like they're running too fast because they learned how to run. Like, any kid that picks up this game, like, they're dying by that Goomba the first time and going, what the hell just happened? Why did that mushroom attack me?
Son of a bitch. But I gave it a 3. Because when there's
fair.
Quite a few of them, they can be a pain in the ass. Like you said, when you're running, it's a bitch.
Okay. All right.
But what's your favorite version of the Goomba?
This is weird. I don't know why I like this, but Super Mario Brothers 3, I believe it was the second level of the first world. Might have been the first level. There's like the flying Goomba that drops little Goombas. Oh no, it was the third level. And when they drop the little Goombas, if they get on you, they like prevent you from jumping. And you have to like jump a lot to shake them all off or whatever. I don't know why, but I always liked getting caught in those Goombas and not being able to jump. Like, it was just this fun extra challenge. So like, I would never kill that guy. I'd let him drop the Goombas on me and just like struggle for the next 3 seconds until I got to the end. Very strange. I told you it was a weird answer.
Hey, not at all, man. We all have our thing. But I mean, let me just say this. Goomba. Like, that is just like the best. It's such a nice little name. It's a good name. Furry bunny.
Yeah.
Goombas.
So when I was discussing our coming up topic with my wife, and I said, who's your favorite Mario villain? She said Goombas, just because they're so cute. She said, they're just so cute. I was like, that's strange, but okay. I don't know that I'd vote them as favorite.
No, not my favorite villains.
But they are the quintessential Mario villain. Like, you think Mario, you're thinking Goombas.
Everybody. There's a Goomba in every Mario game.
Yeah. Way to go. Way to go, Goombas. So next we got the Koopa Troopas.
Koopa Troopa.
And these are, so my autocorrect on my Google Docs, when I typed in Koopa Troopers with like the ER, it red underlined it and made me change it to Troopa. So like it knows I was talking about these people, which is kind of
That's
cool.
what I'm talking about right there. That's dope.
Way to go, Google autocorrect. So the Koopa Troop, as stated in the official manual, are the clan of turtle sorcerers. No idea they were sorcerers. Known for practicing black magic. In the game, their army invades the Mushroom Kingdom and turns its inhabitants into blocks with their magic. So all those blocks you're breaking as Mario, those are people. Mushroom Kingdom constituents that you're just killing.
Mummified into coins.
Yeah.
That you trade blood money, bastards.
Yeah. Collecting those for extra life. You're basically consuming the souls of these people to get one extra life. You got to get 100 souls to get one extra life. Way to go. Now you're an asshole for playing Mario.
Whoa, dude.
They also kidnap Princess Peach as she's the only one who can reverse their spells. So can she reverse the spell if you've already broken the block? Like now I want to play Mario and don't want to break any unnecessary blocks.
Is that why everyone's trying to steal Peach? Because they're like, dang, my homie, he's stuck in this block.
Yeah.
Help me.
I guess so.
Mario's like, nah, dude. Only I get to use it.
And so their first appearance is again in Super Mario Bros. For the NES. The NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's an acronym. You don't just say, I guess, NASA. All right, whatever.
The MES?
N as in Nancy. ES. Nintendo Entertainment System. Their difficulty rank is I give them a 3. They're a little bit more difficult than the Goombas, especially like the ones that have wings and fly a little bit. That's kind of tough to time.
Those are a pain in the butt.
What did you give them?
I gave them a 5.
Okay. I mean, if you're going on the Goombas a 3, then yeah, these guys have to be 5s.
Yeah,
but then
I
Donkey
gave them
Kong's
a 5.
a 6. Like Donkey Kong's much harder to beat than a Koopa.
For me, I always had a hard time because I loved using their shells, and I try to use every item I possibly can. I don't know why. Shoot them off to kill your line of enemy. But then I'll always get distracted and try to jump and dodge someone else, and then I'll kill myself with my own shell.
Yeah, I get that.
That's why I gave them a 5.
So your favorite version of the Koopa Troopa?
Super Mario World for the Game Boy Advance.
I played that game. Why is that Koopa Troopa better?
Because it's very pink.
Ah, okay.
No, that's not it. That's actually a later on one, though. Mostly just because I played that one a lot.
Yeah.
I played it a lot with my little brother, and he'd always give me fucking shit about killing myself. But I don't know. That's pretty much why.
Yeah. So mine is Mario Kart. It's a 3-way tie. Mario Kart, Mario Soccer, or it was called Super Mario Strikers, I think, for GameCube. And any Mario Tennis game, I'm picking Koopa Troopa just because, again, fast and agile, small, moves around the course really well. So I really like using him in racing sports games.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. He does it like in the tennis game. He'll go inside his shell and roll around. He's super fast in tennis like that.
Sounds like cheating.
I mean, yeah, but also like Bowser just blasts the shit out of the ball every time and you can't touch it. So I think everybody has their own way to cheat in Mario Tennis.
Yeah. They're all OP in their own way.
Yeah.
All right. Who do we have next? Ooh. Boo.
Ah! Scared me.
Yes, that was perfect, dude.
That was a good scream.
Nailed that shit.
I have to practice with my kids a lot because they'll just walk up and go boo, and like they'll walk straight up to my face, so they're not actually like sneaking up on me or anything. So I have a really good like fake scream for them.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure I will have to learn that myself.
You'll get it. Not sneaky 2 and 4-year-olds. Not sneaky at all.
Yeah, no. But I'm gonna laugh at them when they try to be, if they have any concept of sneaky. But anyways, the boos, boo, whatever. Yeah, there you go. An antagonistic group of nasty ghost-like creatures. Their main method of attack is to attack Mario only while his back is turned. If Mario looks at them, they freeze and turn invisible and do not move at all until he turns his back to them again.
How many times did you get attacked by a boo because you didn't know to just like turn around?
so many
many
times,
times, yeah.
dude. And as a kid, when you're playing these games and you're dealing with them, you're like, why is it following me? What do I have to do?
And like you're
Like
going
something
really
that's
slow, like kind of trying to
yes,
figure it out, and like you don't realize that if you just run really fast and get them off the screen, they go away.
yeah. I was not the smartest of kids when it came
I
to
was
video games.
I was very bad at like video game, like just figuring out video game logic, and like this guy does this because of this. I would just be like,
I was not very
okay,
good
I
either.
know I have to jump on the Goomba because somebody told me to jump on the Goomba, but I wasn't good at figuring out. Okay, I jumped on him, so if I jump on this guy, it'll also work that way.
Yeah, me
Plus,
either.
you jump on the Boo the first time you see him, and you die too.
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, how do I kill this guy? He keeps coming at me every time I try to run to get some distance so I can jump. I don't know.
Yeah.
Their first appearance was Super Mario 3 for the NES.
Yes. All right, we've converted him. Thank you, everyone.
Got your back, homie. What kind of difficulty rating did you give them?
I gave him a 2 because I like
Give them a 2?
You gotta understand my whole ranking scale is lower than yours because I gave Goombas a 1 and you gave Goombas a 3, so everything's gonna be lower. But I rank them lower than Koopa Troopers because like if you don't engage them, you just run and get them off screen. Like it's really easy to beat them.
True that.
The first couple times, yeah, they're difficult because you try and beat them and you can't. But like once you figure it out, they're super easy.
Yeah, I gave mine a 7.
You rank them harder to beat than Donkey Kong.
I did.
Have you ever played against Donkey Kong in Smash Brothers? Dude is a monster.
In Smash Bros, I will work Donkey Kong in Smash Bros.
Well, yeah, he's really slow.
No chance that anyone will beat me with Donkey Kong unless they're pro.
Yeah.
Because I am very, very good at Smash Bros.
I am not very good, but I love playing it.
I used to play a lot of tournaments, bet some money with my buddies, and I mean, we were fucking 16, 17, trying to drink beer and
I didn't have
Super Smash Bros.
I didn't have an N64, so like once a week I went over to my friend's house like after school and we would play, and it would be me and his brothers, and his brother was like 2 years younger than us, and his other brother was like 5 years younger than us, so we were probably 12. So his brothers were 10 and 7 maybe, and I would just get worked by all three of them. I'd get Captain Falcon, but I'd just get destroyed by everybody. It didn't matter. But it's always fun to play. That and GoldenEye, like I was terrible at them because like I didn't get enough time to practice them to be good. Like I would only play this once a week when I'd go over there, but they were still just so much fun to play even if you were getting destroyed.
Definitely.
That would later turn into Halo in college that I was just terrible at, but still fun to play.
Huge Halo fan. But we are talking about Super Mario villains. So, what is your favorite version of this villain?
I picked the one from Super Mario Run, which is the phone app. It's just a phone app. It's just it's pretty fun. You're just a straight line. Mario runs, and you have to like tap the phone to jump to either get coins or kill enemies. That thing. The reason I like this version of Boo is because there are certain boxes that if you jump on them, you do like a backflip. And if you do a backflip over Boo, it actually kills the Boo.
Oh,
so I like this version of Boo because he can be killed.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I chose Super Mario 64 because they have that one level.
Never beat.
Scared the shit out of me as a kid.
That game is so hard.
Yeah, that was one of the few games in the first game I want to say that I ever beat 100% of the way through.
I again didn't have an N64. I do now, so like I'll try and play it now, and it's still the mechanics of it are just so wonky, and I've just never got the hang of it.
Yeah,
I liked the slide run with the penguin though. That was always fun.
That was super fun. And I mean, I had an N64 and a Game Boy, and I had Super Mario 64, Perfect Dark, and Smash Bros. For like 5 years. That was all I had.
No GoldenEye?
Pretty much. My buddy Matt had GoldenEye, so I'd always go play at his house, and he'd come over to my house and play Smash.
There we go. So next we've got the Piranha Plants. Did you have more on Boo?
I did not.
Okay, good.
Other than they are awesome.
Okay, Piranha Plants. Let's get into them. So these guys, they hide in pipes and rise out of them to try and take a bite out of Mario. However, if Mario stood close enough to their pipes, they would not come out until he moved away. The game also had a subspecies called Fire Piranha Plant, which would shoot fireballs at Mario instead of trying to bite him. Later games in the series would introduce many more subspecies as well as Piranha Plants that aren't inside pipes, but on the ground. So that's your Piranha Plant. You got to
Everybody knows
fireball
those.
him to kill him. That took me a long time to realize too that you could actually fireball him.
You know, I never really remembered when I realized that. But I mean, I bounced around between so many Mario games as a
Yeah.
kid. I hardly knew which powers you could get and what. I don't know.
Right.
I didn't know the context really.
And their first appearance was Super Mario Bros. For the NES. I gave him a difficulty rank of 2 to 4. Like, because it depends. Like, a regular one is just a 2. You just jump over them. And, like, the fire-breathing ones, those are 4 because they're kind of harder to time that jump with the fireballs coming everywhere.
You see, I have a higher rating
Again,
because
you must be terrible at Mario.
I'm fucking bad at Mario. Dude, I'm not good at that.
It wasn't your childhood though. You
No.
came along way too far after the original 3.
The good Marios. Mine is in the context of Super Mario Sunshine for
Okay.
the GameCube,
Yep.
which is also my favorite version of the Piranha Plant.
Okay.
But that's kind of why I gave him a difficulty rating of 6.
Okay. Yeah, I've never played Mario Sunshine, so
It's pretty fun, actually.
enlighten me. How are they harder than like one in Super Mario Brothers?
They're gigantic. Like
Yeah,
they'll
that's a
have
problem.
ones that are super fucking big, and then they'll also have ones where they're kind of on like a chain.
Okay.
So they almost
So it's
look
like
like
a chain chomp mixed with a piranha.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yep.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
My favorite version was the fire breathing one, just because it gives you that challenge. You have to kind of think of all these different things while you're trying to jump over him. You got to get close enough so he stays in the pipe, but you can't get too close because that fireball hits you. Like it turned it into kind of a thinking man's game at time.
Yeah, they'll definitely get you if you don't pay too close attention.
I think it's weird that they're trying to like make the Piranha Plant this fully realized character. Like in Mario Kart, they kind of just chomp if you get too close, which I hate the ones in Mario Kart because they
Definitely.
always like I'm really good at staying away from them, but then I get bumped into them and it makes me lose 6 places. Like because I avoided them, but Wario drove by me and bumped me into it, I deserve to lose 6 places. Like that's messed
bitch.
up. But then like in the latest Smash Brothers, it's a bonus character. Like how
What?
useful is this in Smash Brothers as a character? He's a fucking potted plant.
I imagine
move.
it'd be kind of fun to play.
I guess. And then they try and give him a personality in Mario Tennis in the one for Switch, like he can talk, things like that. Like just let the piranha be an obstacle. He doesn't need to be a person.
Agreed.
All right, who's next?
Lakitu?
Maybe. I thought it was Lakitu, but I
Lakitu?
who knows?
Lakitu.
Sure. That works.
It's the Koopas who ride clouds through the skies. Why don't they just call them Cloud Koopas? Mostly
easy for me.
dropping. Yeah, that's kind of what I would go for. But they mostly drop spiny eggs on the ground or near the player. When they are defeated, their clouds can be ridden
Oh,
for a
shit.
short amount of time.
I didn't
which
know
I
you
had
could do
no
that.
idea. I had no idea.
I copy and pasted all this stuff, and I didn't even realize that until right now when you said it. Because
Dang.
I didn't look at what I copy and pasted, I just fucking did it.
Well, I hope we let the world know.
Yeah,
the
ride those
business.
clouds. I'm just gonna go play Mario now and try and ride some
I
of
had
those
no
clouds.
fucking idea.
That's gonna be my only
Um,
goal the next time I play Mario is to get on one of those clouds.
If you have it, try it on Super Mario Bros. For the NES. Its first
I do have
appearance,
it.
because I want to know if it goes back that far.
I don't know because so on the Switch I have like the Nintendo Classic version, basically like you subscribe to their platform or whatever, and you get all these old school games and they update it like every week. So I have all of the original ones I can play there, or I have them on my TV too. I can play. I've got a lot of Mario in my life, so I will try it and I'll report back to everyone.
Please do. What do you give their difficulty rating, good sir?
I gave them a 6.
What do you know? I also gave them a
I
6.
hated these guys. I could not do it. Like in the original Super Smash, or not Super Smash Brothers, the Super Mario Brothers games. Like I just can't do it. Like I couldn't get the timing of when the spiny turtles would drop and jumping over them while there's another one falling. Like I just couldn't do it. I still have a hard time doing it. I'm better at it now because like I'm an adult and can think. But like as a kid, I just couldn't do it. I would always take that warp zone at World 1, level 2, just to avoid this guy because he showed up in World 1, level 4. So like I'd always just go around him as much as possible.
You literally just listed like my exact reasons for ranking it as a 6. I mean, that shit gave me anxiety when I was a kid. When it's just like, oh
yeah.
fuck, oh fuck.
Because like, so me and my brother would play together, and like we'd switch off levels, right?
Mhm.
And so if he would have World 1 Level 2, he would purposely not go in the warp zone, or he'd purposely take it to 1-4, so I'd have to fucking play these guys, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. And like, I just could never do it, and he'd lead me into it, and I just hate him. Fucking hate him.
What's your favorite version?
I picked Mario Kart because I hate them so much in regular Mario games. He's at least helpful in Mario Kart. He's like the ref. He starts the race. If you fall off the track, he pulls you back in with his little fishing pole. Like, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Is that who you had, or did you have a different?
No, I had Super Mario Bros. 2, just because that was the most memorable time I had against them. My most anxious time.
Yeah. Ugh. I hate it.
Hate him.
This is another one where they keep giving him a lot of different stuff to do. Like I said, in Mario Kart, he's the race starter. He fishes you back in. He's always like the ref in sports games, and like Mario Party, he gives you gifts. Like I don't get why all the villains like just get to help Mario when they feel like it. After they've thrown fucking spiky dinosaurs at him for their entire life.
Those jerks. Cheap ass shit.
Hate him. Fuck you, Licky too.
Hate 'em.
Bowser.
Bowser.
He is the Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen of the Turtle-like Koopa Troopa race. It actually says Tyrannical King, but I thought Daenerys was a better example of that. He's constantly striving to expand his Koopa kingdom by conquering the Mushroom Kingdom and defeat his arch enemy Mario. He is in love with Princess Peach and not Pauline, that was Donkey Kong's girl. And his attempts of conquest almost always include kidnapping her in one way or another. Fuck you, Bowser. Kidnapping is not cool.
No, it's very bad.
His first appearance,
means no, Bowser.
His first appearance was in Super Mario Bros. For the NES. What did you rank him on a difficulty scale?
He varied too wildly for me. He was really tough in Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
But he was a punk bitch in Smash Bros.
Yeah, he's not good in Smash Bros.
He's weak sauce.
He's
I've
terrible.
never met anyone that was remotely good with Bowser.
So you didn't give a number though.
No, I'd say it ranges from. We'll say it ranges from 2 to 8.
Okay,
So
yeah, I
big
gave
range.
him an 8 because I'm looking at like the Bowser proper of like Super Mario Bros, Super Mario 3, the big bad of the Mario games. You know, he's really tough to beat. It was hard to, like in Super Mario Bros. 1, it's hard to decide if you want to go under him or over him while he's spitting fire at you. And then you got to hit that little axe behind the bridge, and the bridge goes out and he just falls. He's not an easy target.
No, he's rarely an easy
But
target.
I will
agree
with you. In Smash Bros, he's just trash. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Don't play with Bowser in Smash Bros.
No. Nope.
What's your favorite version? Is it Smash Bros?
No, it's Super Mario 64 because he was such a challenge for me.
Yeah, it gave you a challenge.
And I loved playing against him.
Yeah, mine's the same reason I picked Super Mario Brothers. That's the most experience I have with him. It was just always fun trying to get that timing right. Go under, go over, jump over the fireballs, like all that stuff. Really great. Bowser, just overall a great villain. Iconic. You know, you can't make a list of villains without including Bowser, I don't think.
Definitely not. I mean, when you think of Mario villains, he's probably the first that comes to mind.
He should be. Did you ever hear the theory about how Peach and Bowser are actually like in love and in a relationship, and Mario's the stalker?
He's some fucked up shit, my dude.
Yeah, people have weird theories on the internet, I've learned. But yeah, like Bowser's not actually kidnapping her, like he's getting her back, and Mario keeps kidnapping. Like we're fighting for Mario to kidnap her, basically.
Dang, these all these Game of Thrones allegories.
Yeah.
Or I guess Game of Thrones Mario allegories.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Mario's the good guy and Bowser's an asshole for kidnapping her, because he's always mean in like when they all get together to have a party or race their go-karts or play tennis. Like he's always an asshole there too.
Yeah, he's always like, "Fuck you, Mario."
Yeah. We already kind of talked about just hate using him in any sport or party game because he's big and slow and
so
terrible.
Slow. we got Bomb which always trips me up because I always wanted to call it Bob
It is
I
Bob
always
Omb.
wanted to call him Bomb.
Oh no, Bob Omb.
Bob
Bob Omb.
They are a
Ba-bomb.
living, moving, mechanical bombs with eyes, feet, and a wind-up key on the back. And I guess you kick them?
Yeah, well, you like jump on him and then kick him.
Oh,
Like,
so you
pick him up,
picked
and
them
kick
up
him.
and threw them.
Well, no, he like kicks him. Whatever.
Oh.
That's all my. That's just
Semantics.
things I've wrote in. Yeah.
Their first appearance was Super Mario Bros. 2 for the NES.
Yep.
What
Weird
do you give their
game,
difficulty?
Super Mario Bros.
It
2.
was out there.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Super Mario Bros. 2 when we get to the next guy, I think, a lot more. I gave him a 4. Just because...
That is exactly what
Yeah.
I did. God damn it.
It's hard to time that explosion.
It can be, yeah.
Like, you think you've got it down, and then... Nope. Especially, like, when you pick them up and you're trying to throw them at enemies. Like, I'd always end up throwing them short and not actually getting them to the enemies.
Because I'd pick them up and instantly throw them.
Oh, you know
like
what?
I wouldn't time it.
You know what? You're thinking it's throwing, and I'm thinking it's kicking. Because you're thinking of Super Mario 64, where he, like, literally picks it up and chucks it. Where in Super Mario Bros., it looks like he's just kicking it off the ground, kind of.
That makes sense.
Maybe. I don't know.
What is your favorite version, good sir?
I picked Super Smash Brothers because
Did you?
Yeah, it's just an item in Super Smash Brothers. So it's a great offensive item to use.
So good.
If you get that timing down right, I was always really good with sticky grenades in Halo and like frag grenades in Call of Duty. So like I'm really good at getting that timing down and hitting the person. So in Smash Brothers I can do that. In like regular Super Mario games, I can't fucking do it to save my life.
Yeah, they are fantastic in Smash Bros. I used to throw them and then shoot them with like if I played as like Fox or whoever had, Link with his arrows or Fox with his little laser gun.
I didn't know you could
blow
do that.
them up whenever. Yep.
So you just throw them right away and then blow them up before their timer's up, basically.
Pretty much, because a lot of times, I'd go to people would see me with it and they'd all try to run away.
Right?
So they'd group up and I'd come flying at them, throw it, boom, and I'd usually get 2 to 3 people.
Nice. It's good strategy.
Yep.
Yeah.
My favorite version though is actually not from a game.
Ooh.
It is from the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Never seen the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and
I remember it distinctly. They were these just cute little bombs. I would love them. They'd be so useful. It's just like, hey, go open this for me. Do. Like it's like literally
they were like his little
helpers.
Toy.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just like a little wind-up toy, but it blew shit up like crazy.
That's nice.
Very convenient.
Yeah, I get that. So the next one we got is Birdo.
Birdo.
This is a very long description because there's it's a very multifaceted character, Birdo. So the central Birdo character that now appears in like the Mario Kart series, Mario Party, he's mentioned to be male in the game manual for the original Doki Doki Panic video game, which was, if you don't know anything about Super Mario Bros. 2, it was actually a port from a Japanese game that instead of building their own game, they just took this game, left all the enemies the same, and then replaced the protagonists with Mario and Luigi and Peach and Toad. And that's where you got all the different powers for those characters. Like Luigi can jump really high because whoever the character he replaced in this Japanese game could jump really high. Same with Peach. She can float now because in this game, that's what her character could do. And Toad's really fast because his character was really fast. So that's the background on Super Mario 2.
Cheating bastards.
Yeah. So now in every game, like those are their defining character. If you pick Luigi, he can jump high or has long reach. Peach can usually like float or fly a little bit, and Toad is always the fastest person at anything. So, however, over the years, since it has been implied that Birdo may actually be female after all, something which has been repeatedly disputed to the point where it has become something of a running gag, because she also wears like a pink bow. So yeah, it's a little murky on what he or she actually is. There are pink Birdos. They only fire eggs. What?
No, they're just they.
They're
just they now.
The pink Birdos only fire eggs, which can be grabbed and thrown. Red Birdos can spit harmful fireballs as well as the eggs, and green Birdos will only shoot fireballs. Some of them will hold something of value and need to be defeated in order to proceed through the games. First appearance was in Super Mario Bros. 2 for the NES. What'd you give him for a difficulty ranking?
Gave him a 3. hardly remember fighting these little dicks.
I gave him a 9.
A 9. Wow.
It took me so long to figure out how to beat this motherfucker. I had no idea that you could jump on the egg, pick it up, and throw it back at him. So every time I would get to the end of World 1 and have to fight this big boss, I'd just die. It didn't matter. Like, I tried everything. I'd fireball him. I would fly and jump on him. I did everything I could possibly think of except jumping on the egg and throwing at him. It was not until my friend Jorge, shout out Jorge, I'm sure you're listening. You're probably not because I haven't spoken to you in 10 years. Pointed out in the library at school one day of like he read this like you know how they used to have like the Nintendo Power magazine, things like that would give you cheats and tricks and things like that. He had read an issue that told him what to do, and I was like, oh, I never knew that. And I went home and I tried it and I was like, oh, this opens up a whole new world. So after realizing that, yeah, he's probably a 3, but just the difficulty I had in figuring out how to beat him, he's one of my top tier villains of how hard they are.
I bet you were so pissed.
I was, because it was super simple. And then like you get to the next one that's like this rat dude that throws all this shit at one time, and he was even harder to beat. Yeah, it was a dark time for 10-year-old me. What's your favorite version?
Super Mario Kart. Which I didn't even really know this was a choice in Super Mario Kart. But I loved Super Mario Kart.
Yeah,
so
I'll give you that.
I imagine I played against Birdo at some point.
I'm sure. Yeah, I think it was like an unlockable character or something. My favorite, you know, just because of the fits that he gave me, is Super Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah.
Gotta go back with him. He may or may not be a transvestite. Just they're trying to make him into a good guy now. Like, he started out as one of the hardest villains ever, and now he's Mario's friend. So that's cool.
They're all Mario's friend.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be Mario's friend? Just having these cool parties, plays tennis, plays soccer. He's
an incredible athlete.
Great athlete. He can do it all. Really a 5-tool player. You know, he's been in the Olympics with Sonic. It's crazy.
This dude
he's got all these go-kart tracks you can ride on. I'd be Mario's friend. He's like Richie Rich, really.
But, I mean, with such a great character, you're bound to have a polar opposite, which is our next guy, Wario.
Yeah.
Love Wario.
Fuck Wario.
He is the evil and incredibly greedy counterpart of Mario, who either tries to best his rival at every occasion or seek ways to gain money and power, depending on the game, which is very, very true.
Yeah.
His first appearance was Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins.
Good game.
Is that a specific game?
Yeah, it was on the Game Boy. I played it.
Is that what Super Mario Land 2, like, their subtitle is?
Yes.
Oh, I never knew that.
Subtitle.
Never knew that. But anyway, what is your difficulty ranking for Wario?
I gave him a 7. I don't really know why. I've never actually played a game where Wario is the main antagonist.
I guess don't think there is one where he's the main antagonist.
Then, like, Super Mario Tennis Aces for Switch, like, he's technically the him and Waluigi, like, steal all the gems or whatever, and he's the final tennis match, but, like, not where I'm, like, actually fighting him. But he was hard to beat in tennis, I'll give him that.
I gave him an 8, mostly because in my favorite version, which is Super Smash Bros. Brawl, his ultimate is so overpowered, and he can just kill everybody, and fuck that shit, it's bogus.
I didn't have a favorite version. Again, I don't, like, I've played against him in Mario Kart. I don't ever choose him because he's a big slow guy. Same with, like, Mario Tennis. I played against him, but I don't ever want to play with him. He's good in Mario Tennis because Waluigi is his partner, and Waluigi's got that reach at the net. He can just smack everything back, so I think Waluigi's better than Wario. He is.
Probably.
Yes. I mean, he's got a dumb name because Waluigi doesn't make any sense.
No.
But I like him more. Like, he's purple
with the W.
I used to use Waluigi and Mario Strikers for Game Boy. He'd be my other Koopa Troopas, and Waluigi teams were my go-to. And then I'll use him sometimes in tennis just for that reach, and he's pretty quick.
Gotta have that reach. Gotta have the quickness.
Gotta have it.
All right, who's next?
Chain Chomp.
Chain Chomp, these bastards.
Almost didn't make the cut, but I left him on at the last minute.
Yeah, they're so well known. They're so cheeky and chainy
Yeah.
and chompy.
Chompy, chainy, cheeky, all of those. They bear a resemblance to a ball and chain and are typified by their large tooth-filled maws and incessant biting. Chain Chomps will attack Mario if he gets too close to them. First appearance is in Super Mario Bros. 3 for the NES. What'd you give him for a difficulty ranking?
I ranked him a 4.
I give him a 5.
Mostly, you got to stay away from them, but you do get caught off guard.
Yeah, they're tough. Like sometimes they just pop out of nowhere. Like you have no idea they're there.
Pretty much, and they'll swing around and just
they don't always go the same direction. Yeah,
it's a little different.
You think you've got their timing down, but then all of a sudden they're going a different way.
And you were like, you bastards.
Do you have a favorite version? Because they're all pretty much for this one. They're all kind of the same.
I just chose Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah. I just remember, I don't remember what game it was, but there's one that either it would break off the chain or you could break the chain and it would just kind of like fly off on its own. Maybe I'm dreaming that, but I thought there was a version that did that. Somebody get at me on Twitter if that's a thing.
Let us know.
At APA something. Who we got
Definitely.
next?
Koopalings. Lots of Koopas and King Koopas and Lings. They're the elite members of the Koopa Troop and
Koopa Troop?
major and Koopa Troop, Troop 42, and major antagonists in the Super Mario Bros. Franchise. The term Koopaling is generally used to refer to the original 7 Koopalings. They were originally King Bowser's children and heirs to the throne of the Koopa Kingdom, but in a 2012 interview, Shigeru Miyamoto said,
Creator of Mario.
Our current story is the 7 Koopalings are not Bowser's children, which is dumb because they look just like Bowser.
Yeah, and we didn't, there's no elaboration on that. It's just like, no, they're not.
No. He's like, oh, fuck it, I don't care. You beat them by jumping on them 3 or more times, which is nifty to know because I did not.
Well, at least in Super Mario Bros. 3, that's how you beat them.
Which is also their first appearance.
Yes.
First castle or ship. Castle ship. What would you give their difficulty?
6.
6. Why 6?
It takes 3 jumps to get them. That's kind of hard. Like usually, it doesn't take as much. And then they got these magic wands that they shoot these like weird bubbles at you. Like those are hard to avoid sometimes.
They can be. I went a little heavy-handed on the Koopalings. I gave them an 8 just because you do have to jump on them 3 times.
They move really fast too, man.
Yeah. While they're shooting bubbles at you.
Yeah. Well, and there's one that flies, which is my favorite version. It's World 7. Or World 6, I think. He can fly as you're trying to defeat him.
The flyers.
It's really annoying because it's hard to jump that high onto him while he's flying.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite version of any of them?
Favorite version, not really. I'm gonna go with Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah.
That's the first time I really encountered them.
They make a lot of appearances in like the party games and sports games, things like that.
I could see that. Yeah.
They're good. Like if you need extra characters, throw them in there.
Background noise.
Yeah. I like to think of them as Bowser's kids, as we talked about.
I liked it. That's where I'm going to hold it.
It's nice to think that Bowser found love and had babies.
Exactly.
Good for him.
And Mori looked at them and said, "I'm sorry, but Bowser, you are the father."
Yeah. They've got cool hair, and they look kind of like they're like the punk rock versions of Bowser. Like they're rebelling against their dad. I think of it like Scotty and Austin Powers with Dr. Evil.
For some reason, I think of them like the California Raisins.
Oh, there you go.
Of Koopas.
Yeah. All right. That makes sense. I don't sing as many songs, but I'll give it to you.
No, but they have the talent.
All right. This is our final villain of the episode.
Final villain.
I think we saved the best for last. I don't know. We just kind of went in chronological order of their appearances. Master Hand.
Love Master Hand.
The central antagonist of the Super Smash Bros. Series and a supporting protagonist of World of Light. I don't know what that is. He is a mysterious entity who created the Smash Bros. Universe, who makes his home in the final destination and seeks to beat all who challenge him. He also appears as the final boss in Classic Mode in almost every game of the series.
Boom.
You just gotta attack him till he dies. First appearance
usually has like 200 HP.
Yeah, he's tough. First appearance was Super Smash Bros. Did you give him a difficulty ranking?
Give him a 10.
Yeah, that's right.
It really just depends
Especially
on...
in Super Smash Bros. The original for N64.
Yes. If you mostly because you don't really have a super diverse range of characters that have like ranged attacks.
Yeah, really
And
hard to get them because you got to get like the fingertips kind of or the
yes,
palm. So it's really
yeah,
hard to get into those places without taking a bunch of damage.
it's a lot of jumping and timing and dodging at the last second.
Well, those
and
attacks are devastating, man.
they're fucking crazy. Like the drill with the two fingers and
Hate
just the
that.
smack, smack, smack. Like I loved that stuff as a kid because he was so much fun. And holy shit, he could be so
Oh, yeah.
hard if you
Give him a real challenge.
put the setting up high.
Mm-hmm.
Gets unpredictable.
That's, I'm sure, Super Smash Bros. 1 favorite version, obviously.
Definitely.
The final boss, yeah. Like later in the... Do you have a Switch?
No.
So in this latest version, it's not always Master Hand. Like it kind of rotates between Master Hand and like Big Bowser and a couple different people, depending on who you choose to fight with.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a lot easier now. And I think it's like you said, with the ranged attacks and things like that are more common as you have more characters, that it's easier to get in those points. He's probably out of the big bads that I've faced, he's the easiest one to beat.
Man, that's too bad.
Yeah. So here's a fun fact. I never got why the final boss was a hand. Like, I didn't get it.
Because it's the hand of the creator.
Yeah, which is well. So Super Smash Brothers is most of these games are some sort of fantasy world setup. Like Super Mario 3 is a play. Super Mario 2 is all a dream in Mario's head. So like they're all like playing on this different fantasy that's being had. And so Super Smash Brothers is like a kid going into a toy box and just grabbing all his toys and fighting them. Like,
which is such a good concept.
Yeah, fantastic. So that's why the hand is the final master, because you beat everyone else and then you have to beat the kid that's playing with these toys. So yeah, I just figured that out like 5 years ago.
Nice.
I never got it, but yeah, he's got all those cool attacks. But yeah, great villain.
Love him.
Do you have a favorite overall villain? Not necessarily even one on this list, just general Mario villain that like he'd be your go-to dude. You're ride or die for him.
Probably Bowser.
Okay.
Probably Bowser, just because I've played against Bowser like 10 different iterations. He's,
I mean, he's the
he's
villain.
the villain I know.
Yeah.
He's the villain I know.
Exactly. Better the villain you know than the one you don't.
True.
Mine is the Koopa Troopas because, again, I like playing with them in all the ancillary games. And they're really easy to beat. And the turtles are cool,
I like turtles.
I like turtles. Which low difficulty villain gave you the most trouble?
Yeah, I settled on Chain Chomp.
Okay.
Just because they, like we said, they could be a little tricky.
Other than that first ever Goomba. Again, we went into the problems with him. The Flying Koopas, I think, gave me the most trouble. Like, I had a very hard time timing when they were going to be up and down and I'd try and run under them, which is always a terrible idea. Wait for them to land and jump either on them or over them. Like, don't run under them. That's stupid. It took me too long to figure that out.
Too long.
And do you have a favorite Mario game? I think I know the answer.
It's Paper Mario.
Whoa! I did not think
bro.
that. I thought you were going to go with 64 because it seemed to be your go-to for all your nostalgia here.
Nope. Paper Mario was the second Mario game that I played all the way through. There just wasn't really too many like good iterations of the villains in that game, but it's a great game. I loved that game.
I never played Paper Mario. Like, that was past my Mario time.
It's super fun. Yeah. If you ever get the chance to play it, give it a shot.
Was that on 64 or GameCube?
Both. They did. The first one's on 64.
Okay, I might check it out. And then, so we're talking villains in sports and party games. I've already talked. I like to use Koopa Troopa or Waluigi sometimes. Do you usually pick heroes or villains in kart, tennis, golf, basketball, whatever?
Hero every time.
Really? I'll usually go villain.
Yeah, I get my hero on. Mostly because
who's your go-to?
Favorite Toad.
Toad
is my dude. He's so fast.
My wife likes Toad also, but I go with the Koopa Troopers because the same thing. Got the speed. Waluigi, I like to use his reach in different games. Soccer, it's good. Tennis, it's good. And then if I go with a hero, it's usually Luigi, because as a younger brother, I got stuck with Luigi a lot growing up.
I bet you did, poor guy. My little brother got stuck with Luigi all the time.
Luigi's awesome, man. He's definitely the superior brother. He can jump higher. He's taller. He wears green, which is better color than red. Objectively, like, I don't think you could argue that.
But no chicks, man. No chicks.
He's got Daisy.
Who is Daisy, bro?
She's Daisy.
It's all about Princess Peach.
I guess.
Or Pauline.
Yeah, Pauline. She's long on. Like, Donkey Kong got to run off with her. Like, they're good. Yeah. Mario's like, you know what? Fuck it. It's too hard to climb up this damn scaffolding every day. You got her. I'll go get a new girlfriend, find another person to try and steal her. Like, why is Mario making these enemies that just want to steal his girlfriend? Like, what the fuck is he doing to these people?
Dude, I'm telling you. Because he's got the dirty mustache. He's a plumber. Mario's just a porn star.
Could be.
Banging everybody's wives.
Could be. He's not actually a plumber. It was just like the day that Bowser stole Peach, he was doing a plumber, like he was being a plumber in a porn shoot. That's got to be it.
It's got to be it.
All right.
You're onto something.
We solved the mystery. Thank you for listening to this episode on Super Mario Villains and learning about the origins of Super Mario Porn Star.
I'm sure there's like 50 versions of that out there.
Yeah, suck my
Super
fanfic.
Mario fanfic.
Find one of these and do an episode on it. Please suck my fanfic.
Please do.
I know you're
That'd
listening.
be so awesome.
So check out Suck My Fanfic. Great fan fiction review podcast. Love those guys.
Check them out. They're awesome. They interact with their people on Twitter a lot, which is super cool because we love that here.
Yes. Speaking of Twitter, you can interact directly with us at APA something. You can email us at apodcastaboutSomething@gmail.com. We have a website, apodcastaboutSomething.com. We have a Patreon that you can check out. A lot of stuff over there. If you have listened to the Game of Thrones, the War to Me episodes, those were Patreon exclusive. As we said, they're back in the real world now, but there's a lot of other Patreon exclusive content over there for you to check out. We do random movie reviews. We talk about TV pilots, all kinds of stuff. So go check that out. Give us money, please.
We would love your support, and it's worth it. $1 a month. That's all you need.
Also, if you go on the About page of our aforementioned website, there's a donate button. And you can donate whatever you want. It's not a monthly recurring fee. You can just give us money because you like us. Thank you.
And we love you.
Yes, we do. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Our music is provided by those cats.
And you gotta stay sassy.
Stay close.